Tara Jacobson, Artsy Fartsy Life. Today I'm going to show you a little behind the scenes of how I did the Steampunk bee box. Alright, here comes my next project. This is kind of a cool box. It looks like a jewelry box, but the top doesn't come up. It has drawers with kind of, corduroy in them. I got this at the thrift shop. So it has 3 drawers. I love the detail on the front. I think it's going to be totally fun. I love the handles. I think I'm going to do another steampunk kind of thing on it. For this project, I wanted to have a lot of texture because I was going to be adding layers of paint. And so I decided to start by using burlap paper that I had in my stash to cut out a bee, gears, and stars using Tim Holtz steel roll dies. And then I also had in my stash these architectures that are really cool. They're like little pieces of sticky plastic that have dimension to them. So I'm hoping that they're going to allow me to kind of dry brush over them and add extra layers to the painting process. Okay, we've now reached the point I get in every project where I'm sure I've ruined it. I used Mod Podge and modeling paste on the burlap. I used Distress modeling paste. And it's having a hard time drying because it's storming here in Florida. So I think once it's stiff, I'm going to be happy with it. But right now, I'm pretty sure I've ruined everything. Okay, I was going to take the entire part of the burlap out. I wanted to add dimension to the piece by using different textures and things. And come to find out, the burlap, when you got it wet, so when you put texture paste on or when you put Mod Podge on, instead of becoming stiff, it kind of disintegrated. So the next step in my project was to scrape everything off that I had already done, which is fine. I'm totally cool with that. Sometimes a happy accident. It did add a lot of texture, and I was happy for that. All right, I gave up on the burlap because it literally was never going to have kind of the crisp edge lines, and especially since I was using the bee dye that had kind of skinny legs. And I went with an old mailing box that I had that was, so it was cardboard, but it was very thin cardboard. So if it had been normal 2-walled cardboard like an Amazon used box, then it has a deeper gap between it, but this used UPS mailing box had a very thin profile. I wanted it to have dimension, but I didn't want it to get squishy with paint and everything else I was going to do. Oh my gosh, I've done so many layers. I've done green and yellow, like 4 different colors of green and yellow and orange and brown, and done a little bit of stamping and layer under layer over layer, all of that. And the next step is going to be antique Mod Podge. Okay, I think the bee box turned out amazing. It has a bee on the top and lots of different colors of paint on it. And then stars on the side and gears. And then the different colored front drawers came out amazing. And then more stars and gears on this side.